Fifth grade into math, lesson 5.4, part 2. On your own, reason 2 layers of 1-inch cubes of cheese are placed on a platter as shown. If 4 more layers are added, what is the total volume of the cheese? Okay, so what is our length? 6. What's our width? 4. And what's our height? 2. Okay, but how many more layers are there? 4. So we have plus 4 more, so a total of 6, okay, for our height. All right, so what is our formula? Oh, here, let's put our line. That's what we do on our homework, right? And then we would say, what would we say? What would be our label? Cubic inches, because volume equals what? Okay, and then in this case, our volume equals, what's our length? 6, and our width is 4, and then we're going to put a multiplication sign and then a parentheses because we had to do 2 plus 4, right? Okay, so then that equals, volume equals 6 times 4 times 6, right? Okay, so is there any good numbers we can put together? 6 times 6. Because really there's none that are like going to get us with a 0 on it, right? So basically we can just work left to right, correct? So 6 times 4 equals 24, and then we're going to take 24 times 6. So 6 times 4 is, put the 4, mentally carry the 2. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 4 is, or plus 2, sorry. So 144. So we have 144 cubic inches. Okay. Find the volume. So once again, I want to see formulas on all of these, okay? Just so we get good repetition and we can remember it, all right? So what is my formula?
Volume equals length times width times height.
Okay, and then volume equals 2 times 6 times 2. Okay, volume equals, what's 2 times 6? Or can we put a couple numbers together to make it easier? Can we do the 2 and the 2?
Yeah.
So that would be 4, right? Times 6, which equals, so 24 centimeters cubed. Or I would take 24 cubic centimeters. Either way, right? Okay. All right. Next one, what's my formula? Volume equals length times width times height. Volume equals, what's my length? 1. What's my width? 7. And what's my height? 4. So what is 1 times 7 times 4? 28 inches. And then we could say cubic inches. Or you could write inches cubed, right? I'll take either one. Okay. Number 7. What do I start with? My formula, right? Volume equals length times width times height. Okay, so volume equals 4 times 4 times 3. Now, is there something we can put together to make it a little bit easier? 4 and 3, right? Because we should know our multiples of 12, right? So 4 times 12. What is 4 times 12? 48. So 48 feet cubed. Or I would also take 48 cubic feet, right? Okay. Next one, what do I start with? My formula. My formula is volume equals length times width times height. Okay, volume equals, what's my length? 8. What's my width? 4. And what's my height? 3. Okay, is there a couple numbers we could put together? 4 and 3 is 12, right? So volume equals 8 times 12. What is 12 times 8? 96. So 96 inches cubed, or I would take it as 96 cubic inches. Okay. Number 9, we start with our volume, or our formula, right, which is volume equals length times width times height. Volume equals, what's our length? 7. Our width and our height, 6. Can we put something together to make it easier? The 6 and the 5, right? So volume equals 7 times 30. What is 7 times 30? So 210 feet cubed. Or I would take 210 cubic feet, right? Okay. Next, when I start with my formula, and what is that?
Volume
Equals length times width times height. Volume equals, what's my length? 2. What's my height? Or width, sorry. What was the width? 3. And what's the height? Okay. Can I put something together to make it easier? 2 and the 3, right? So 6 times 7. So 42 cubic centimeters. Or you could write centimeters cubed, right? On your own, use structure. Daniel makes these displays using 1-inch blocks of wood. Which has the greater volume? Explain. Okay, so we're going to call this box 1. And we're going to call this box 2. Okay, so we're going to say box. I'm going to put 1 or 2. Has the greater volume because. So what's our formula going to be? So for the first one, it would be what? 8 times 3 times 6. Okay. So that'd be 24 times 6, right? So that's going to equal, so 24 times 6. So 4 times 6 is?
24.
So put the 4, mentally carry the 2. 6 times 8 is, or sorry, 6 times 2 is 12 plus 2 is, so 144 inches cubed, right? The next one would be volume equals 6 times 6 times 4. And once again, is this 24 times 6. So it's the same thing, right? So 144 inches cubed. So we need to go back and fix this, and we would say both boxes, and have and not has, right? So both boxes have the same volume because box 1 is the 144 and box 2 is 144, right? Okay. All right. Number 12, consider the right rectangular prism shown. If the length of the edge of each cube is 1 inch, what is its volume? So what's my formula? Volume equals length times width times height. Okay, what's the length? 3. And then this one kind of has a hole in it, but what's the width? 2. And the height is 4. So we would do 3 times 2 times 4 if we plugged our numbers back in. So can we just work left to right? Yes. 3 times 2 is 6 times 4 is 24. So 24 cubic inches. Or you can write it as 24 inches cubed. So either way, right? Suppose the length of the edge of each cube is doubled to 2 inches. So write a numerical expression to model the new volume, then find the new volume. So what would it be now then? Okay, but what's our numerical expression? So everything is doubled, right? Okay, So we could technically show a distributed property and put 2 times and then parentheses all that, or we can just go ahead and double it as we write it, correct? Okay, so we could just go ahead and write 6 times 4 times 8, because 3 times 2 is 6, 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 times 2 is 8, right? Okay, and then 24 times 8, so 4 times 8 is
32.
Let's put the 2, mentally carry the 3. 8 times 2 is 16 plus 3 is 19. So 192 cubic inches, or inches cubed, right? Open-ended. A right rectangular prism has a square base and a volume of 144 cubic feet. What are possible dimensions of the prism? So the base and the volume equal the same thing. So they're probably only how many layers tall? 1 layer tall, right? So could we do 12 times 12 times 1? Okay. So we could do 12 times 12 times 1 for one of the dimensions. Okay. All right. So we'll go ahead and keep it that way. Okay. Is our possible answer? Oh, the only thing is, can we just leave it as that? No, we actually need it to say 12 inches by 12 inches by 1 inch. Okay, and we have to label, this would be the length, right? This would be the width, and this would be the height, because the height can't be more than 1, right, guys? All right.